It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
What's up, New York? How y'all doing? This is Terrence. I'd like to welcome y'all to this All Good Christmas special. First of all, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope y'all continue to support BCAT like you always been doing. But basically, I have a new guest, and I would like to welcome her, and it's just an honor for her to be next to me. I really admire her. Y'all give it up, put your hands together for Miss Philippa Wong. How you doing, Philippa?
Hey, Terrence.
Welcome to It's All Good, girl.
Thanks for having me.
And the reason why you're here today is because that I admire you. I admire the work that you're doing in the community. And I've been on a couple of your journeys. And the question I want to ask you is, what gets you up to do what you do in the community? Like going to the shelters and all that.
Oh, what gets me up to do it? I actually, some days, I don't know, some days I say to myself, oh, I can't do it. But then others, I look around and I see that the things that I have, it may not be much, but some people don't have a lot. And I just feel it's my way of just giving to them. And it's nice to see some people's face, they're happy. Now, you know we have fun doing this.
Oh, boy.
We have fun doing it. Going to the shelters and the ones that we have with the kids, it's fun. It's fun looking at people's face, and then you know what happens after we go back home. We feel like, wow, that was really good doing that.
Great feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it all started one Sunday morning when I got a phone call from her. She said, "Terrence, I need help." Little did she know I needed help because I had a hangover from the night before. She said, "I need you to come to the house and give me a hand." So, you know, I got up, showered, went to the house, and as soon as I got there, I started smelling something good. You know, I was like, wow, they cooking me breakfast. This is beautiful. As soon as I went into the house, you know, I looked to my left inside the living room. It's about 50 or 60 brown paper bags that are filled up with juices and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Then I go into the kitchen and everybody's, you know, cooking food. I'm like, is all this for me? They said, nah, T, just go ahead and give us a hand, try to help us out and pack some of this food up. I said, what's going on, you know? So basically, after we finished packing up the food, I helped them get everything into the van. I'm still trying to wonder, where are we going, you know? Next thing you know, we end up going to Atlantic Avenue, which was the first stop, which is a men's shelter. I really forgot the whole title, the whole name of it and everything.
I forgot them too, because as it's just the thing that every year I just find some place and I just go there. I can be passing in the car and I see it and I try to remember where it is and I just end up going back there. I just go back.
And you cook your own food too.
Yeah, we cook. Well, I mean, some people help. Some years people help, but most of the time, yeah, I do most of the cooking.
Right.
I do most of the cooking. You guys help with packaging and stuff like that, which is good. And you guys help in giving out and stuff. It's not only, it's, you know, myself and my husband and, you know, yourself, my brother, and my daughters. They also help. But one of my daughters is she's not here anymore, so I just have one to help us do it.
Hi, Leslie. How you doing, girl? What's going on? Big Merry Christmas to you down in Atlanta, girl. You know? But getting back to you, I mean, I know it's a lot of work and everything, and you know, between your schedule's kind of tight. How do you have the time to put all this together?
I don't know. I'll answer you honestly. I don't know, but I just do it because I have a good. After I'm doing, I could be very, very tired, but after I'm finished, it just gives me that energy, and I'm fine. So I honestly can't say. And, you know, I could stay up all night and do all the cooking and just the morning, just get everything together. During the week, start packaging. Tired, but I do it.
You've been doing this for how many years?
Honestly, Terrence, I can't even remember anymore. It's probably been almost 9 years now.
Oh,
it's probably about 9 years.
Girl, you deserve an Oscar for that one. I'm serious. But like I said, I told you like 2 years ago.
Yes,
I said,
you
if
did.
I can get into anything, I want everybody in the community to get to know this young lady right here. And, you know, because a lot of people don't know that you actually go around and help people out, you know, which is a beautiful thing. You put smiles on people's faces. And like I said before, I went on a couple of journeys with you, and just to see people come out of the shelter and they looking like you know, some of them, they got fired from their job, their house burned down, you know, and just to see the smiles on their face when they come out, when you hand them the, you know, the food and everything, it's just a wonderful feeling, you know, and I guess you love that type of feeling.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
It feels good. It feels good. It just say, you know, like, it makes me say thank God for what I have and thank God that I am able to share it with other people.
Right.
You know, it's a good feeling.
Right.
I think it was last year, the one we did last year in the shelter in East New York. That one kind of hit a little core with me because I don't know if you remember that young girl that came out, and she was like very, very young, and I was just looking at her and I'm like, that could be my daughter.
Yeah.
Something like that happened, and that was a little tough last year.
Right.
But all the others, you know, after I looked at her, got over it, we gave it to her, and I was like, okay, and it just kept going. We did what, 3 of them?
I think we did 3.
We did 3 last year, and this year we did 2.
Yeah.
This year we did 2.
We did 2.
We did 2.
So we usually just pull up in front of the shelter, and I guess I'm the one that volunteers to go in, talk to the security. We have some food. Could you let everybody get on the loudspeaker, let everybody know that we're downstairs? And do they come downstairs? Oh, yes, they do. They come downstairs in packs.
Sometimes they come slow. You feel like nobody's coming, and then you sit for like 5 more minutes, and then they all just keep coming down. They keep coming down, yeah. But it's a good feeling. Yeah. It's also a good feeling doing it for the kids, too.
Oh, so what else you do for the kids?
Well, for the kids, we used to have the Christmas party
for
kids. That I started at a friend's basement with just family and friends. Then we went on to, I think there was a place on Church Avenue called Blues. We rented there 1 year.
Okay.
And then another year.
Is that the time I played Santa Claus?
That's the time you played Santa Claus.
I played Santa Claus for her 1 year. It was an incredible experience. And, you know, just the way, at that time I had, you know, I was a little bit bigger in size. So the Santa suit fit very well, you know. But just to come out and see the kids just actually run out and attach to you and thinking you Santa Claus, that was an incredible feeling. I had a line of boys and I had a line of girls, and each one of them sat on my lap, and I would say, you know, how you doing and everything, how you doing at school, and what do you want for Christmas and all that, and they just looked just right dead in your face, you know, Santa, I want that. I said, you keep doing the school, I'm gonna get you this, all right? And it was just an incredible feeling.
That year, we actually had 100 kids.
Wow.
I counted it because...
It was that many kids? I didn't even know.
Because we made bags for 100, because the year before, we had like 50, 75. But then we said, all right, we'll make it for 100. And each one of the kids got a gift.
Right.
And each one of the kids got a bag to take home.
Wow.
Yeah. That's the time when they wanted to take you home, too.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Another story. I had on my Santa suit, and I had on a pair of red and white Jordans. So the kids was like, excuse me, Santa, where you get them Jordans from? I said, look, Mrs. Claus got them for me for my birthday. I told them they was all up in Santa's business that night. I happened to have on like 2 gold rings, and they was like looking, they was like, Santa, you bling blinging, huh? I was like, don't tell me they getting ready to jack me right now. They getting ready to jack Santa Claus. This ain't right. But it was just an incredible feeling just to see the smiles on these kids' faces. It was at one point where I was sitting down for such a long period of time, and I started like getting like hot in the suit. So across maybe about a couple of feet, I seen a cooler, and I noticed people dipping in the cooler, and the people was pulling like ice cold Budweiser out of the cooler. So I had my chance. I got up and I tipped over to the cooler and I opened it up, and I was getting ready to pull out the Budweiser, and this lady ran all the way across the room and said, don't do that, don't do that. You supposed to be Santa. You'll devastate the kids. I said, look, Miss, Santa is kind of thirsty right now. And I'm talking about the frost was coming off this ice